Hello fellow Ozians, I'm the Louisiana Quadling, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the Winter 2020 edition of the Baum Bugle that celebrates the centennial anniversary of Glinda of Oz. But before we talk about the Baum Bugle, if you are a fan of Oz, just like me, make sure to tap that little red OZ at the bottom of the screen and subscribe for more Oz content. To get the Baum Bugle, you have to become a member of the International Wizard of Oz Club. I've left a link in the description to their website if you'd like to join. We'd love to have you. The Bugle has been published since the club's inception in 1957, and is published triannually with a spring, fall, and winter issue. This is the final issue from the 2020 membership, so if you join this year in 2021, you won't be receiving this Bugle, you'll be receiving the next Bugle first, and that will be the spring 2021 issue. And as usual, I won't be covering everything that's inside the Bugle. I'll just be giving you my highlights, and I've got to tell you, this one was really hard to pick favorites out of it, because there's so much good stuff inside this one. And this is Volume 64, Number 3. The front cover is a lovely illustration by Dick Martin of the ruler of the Quadlings, Glinda herself. The inside features another illustration by Dick Martin. This one was an unused dust jacket design that Dick Martin did for Glinda of Oz. And my first highlight from this issue of the Baum Bugle is Michael Patrick Hearn's great article on the history of Glinda of Oz. And I firstly just want to congratulate the editor and the whole team behind the Baum Bugle for getting Michael Patrick Hearn to come back and write an article in the Baum Bugle. And if you don't know who Michael Patrick Hearn is, okay, he's the authority on L. Frank Baum, and he's the one that wrote the annotated Wizard of Oz that was published in 1973. If you haven't picked that book up and added it to your Wizard of Oz library, I'd highly recommend you do. It's a fabulous book and a must-read for any Oz fan. The article covers the writing, printing, and aftermath of Baum's final Oz book. An unused illustration from the novel is also reproduced in this article. And speaking of illustrations, my next highlight covers the illustration that's on the back cover of this edition of the Bugle. This John R. Neal illustration is from the second Oz book, The Marvelous Land of Oz. The International Wizard of Oz Club holds a small, but very nice collection of original Oz artwork, and the original pencil sketch of this illustration is held in their archives, and is reproduced on the inside of this edition of the Bugle. Oz friend Peter Hanf wrote this article discussing the illustration in detail, comparing the original drawing to the finished version. My last highlight is written by another Oz friend, Angelica Carpenter, called Finding Maud. There have been numerous books and articles written about L. Frank Baum and his mother-in-law, Matilda Jocelyn Gage. But the person linking those two often gets overlooked: Baum's wife, Maud. A book was recently published fictionalizing Maud's life called Finding Dorothy. Here in this article, Angelica wants to set the record straight and give the real history on Maud's life. The article discusses the inaccuracies of Finding Dorothy, comparing them to what really happened in Maud's life. Angelica includes in the article quotes from original letters that Maud wrote herself, or other letters that others wrote that discussed Maud. If you've never done family genealogy, I gotta tell you, this is some of the coolest stuff that you can possibly come across when doing ancestral research. And it's just about the most helpful way of getting to know relatives that, of course, we've never met. I can tell you from doing my own research on my own family tree that I only wish I had letters from my great-grandparents that were alive during the time that Maud was alive. And it's amazing that we have these pieces and that we can get little glimpses of their life. So I really liked this article, Angelica, and I think you did a fabulous job. And as usual, the Baum Bugle comes with extras. First, we have the Oz Gazette, a newspaper intended for younger readers that treats the land of Oz as a real place. This issue features a brief interview with the artist behind the illustrations included in the recent year's issues of the Baum Bugle and Gazette, Mark Manley. And the next extra is the Crafts for Kids, creating your own Glinda's Scaropsothrop. I'm assuming I'm saying that right? Glinda uses this magical device in Baum's book, Glinda of Oz. And that was just a sample of what's included in this edition of the Baum Bugle. And as I said, if you would like to join the International Wizard of Oz Club, I've left a link in the description to their website. And if you liked that video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. New videos are posted every 2 weeks on the 15th and last day of each month. And if that doesn't satisfy your appetite for Oz, follow the link in the description to ozclub.org and join the International Wizard of Oz Club. Until next time, bye y'all.